Hello and welcome to another video here at Great Boss Podcast, where we strive to inspire, educate, and equip you. And today we are going to be talking about overcoming fear, because fear is something that can sabotage your actions, like the action step that you need to take. And so if you are that person who is like, oh my God, I want to do something, but I find myself thinking, oh my God, maybe I'm going to fail, or what are people around me going to think? All these sabotaging behavior that are driven by fear. That's what I'm going to be talking to you, because I'm going to be sharing with you guys. This is a story. This is me. I've been living that life, and I want to help somebody on how to overcome it. So if that's you, stay tuned, because I'm coming back to share the tips. Welcome back. So my name is Nelly Sogogo, your host, and today actually you are going to be seeing me looking down on my notes, because as I share here on YouTube, on this YouTube channel, I want to be, number one, very, very realistic, and I want to share what's the journey that each one of us we are taking, not the highlights, right? Because I think when it comes to especially social media, there are so many things that are being portrayed out there that make you feel like you cannot do it, or you start shrinking because you cannot live up to those standards. But I want to show you guys, because for me, number one, I'm an entrepreneur, and it's not always merry. There is so much stuff that goes behind the scene, and one of the things that can hold you back is, number one, the fear of what people will think. What people will think if if Nelly is coming here and looking down on the notes, or what are people gonna think if she shoots that video and she doesn't have good lighting? Why can't she do this? All those things are sabotaging behavior. And I'm doing this video because, number one, this has been my story. I have been held back in so many things, because number one, I allow those thoughts, or I have allowed those thoughts, and how can I put it, it's a huge beast, it's a huge monster that comes into somebody's mind, and it keeps banging you like, hey, you cannot do this, you are not capable of doing this, or when you do this, what are people gonna think? And I've been there. So I'm sharing with you, and because probably you are there out there, and you want to share your talent with the world, or you want to share your story with the world, because there is a greater reward when you share what you have been going through, and you have come out on the other side, or you're still going through, and you want to be able to talk about it. But the fear of, number one, for example, the number one fear is the fear of either coming on the video and putting yourself out there. That's the biggest fear that a lot of people have, especially when it comes to doing video. And I want to share with this because for me, my journey on social media started a few years ago, probably in 2018. And I remember I was just hopping on, doing my videos, being very authentic about it. And let me share this, because I know a lot of people who are going to be watching this, you are going to relate with this. So when I started sharing my life on social media, at the beginning, I was not doing anything to add either making money or anything. Like I didn't have any offers. Actually, I was doing it so, like, how can I put it? There's a word I'm looking for, but I was just sharing my family, the things that I love to do, either to work out, either to cooking. And I remember it wasn't so hard until I started now monetizing my content. And I remember when I started that sharing what I know, or giving tips, strategies of what I was doing online, or even because I remember I started in the health wellness space. And I remember some of the things, the biggest fear for me, it was, what's my family gonna think? Like, has she lost her mind? What is all this that she's talking about? Is she trying to earn her back? But here's the thing though, nobody ever said those words out loud. So These are the things that I was thinking that my people gonna think about. But nobody ever, for the how long I have been on social media, nobody has ever asked me, Nelly, are you crazy? Go back to your IT. You just love IT. Do that. No. But you see, that thing held me, and I know it has held me even in showing up in bigger ways, like even being able to serve a bigger audience, because I was like, I'm shrinking myself because I'm thinking of what people are gonna think. So is that you're thinking that, like, you are, probably you are going to put some content out there and you are like, oh my God, maybe people gonna think I'm losing my mind, or maybe I'm here on social media to ask people for money. I think those were the struggles that I had originally. But here's the thing though, I come to realize, and it's a lot of growth, and it takes you, number one, use personal development for yourself, right? If that is reading books, and reading books that are helping you grow and helping you change your mindset, because I think I got a lot about it. It has a lot to do with what is already planted in you. And I also came to realize the reason why we feel that way, that we have this, or what people are going to think, is because you have deep-rooted rejection issues. Okay, maybe you don't like to be told no. Maybe you don't like people not validating you. Like, those are so much stuff that we don't even think about, but they hold you hostage. And here's the thing though, I'm coming to realize that, I think it's another video I did a while back, where I was saying that the things that we do, the desires that we have, the ideas that we have, those ideas are not ours. Okay, God himself instills those thoughts in our mind. And so when he put, or when he plant a seed of maybe a business idea, or maybe you sharing your story, when he implant that seed, when it comes into your mind, God wants you to use it for the kingdom, to go out there. Either you share it with somebody, because let me tell you, when God does something for you, he's not doing just for you, he's doing for other people who is going to be listening to your story, who is going to be watching you, who is going to be, coming to encounter with that story, or come encounter with your talent, right? So it's not for you. And so the attack that comes with that is that fear of putting yourself out there. And you have to fight every day. Number one, fighting with your, with your personal development. Do some mindset growth. Fight for yourself every single day with those affirmations. And there's no better affirmations like the affirmations that are already in the Bible. Read about what God is saying about your talent. Read about what God is saying about what he instilled in you. Because now when you arm yourself daily with those affirmations, saying, hey, I am blessed, I am content, I don't need anybody else validation from out there. Like, even people, maybe people are thinking, people are not, people don't care. People are actually, when people see you show up, they are like, oh my God, I wish I can have that courage like that person. And here's the thing, you don't have to be perfect. Okay, and that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. This channel, actually, I started it like back in 2018, and again, I allowed that fear, like the fear of, and let me tell you what was my biggest fear. God, I'm saying I'm not going to be sugarcoating. If we are going to help each other, if we are going to go to the next level, and that's my vision for this podcast, is that we go to the next level, being very real and very raw and very vulnerable. Just say as it is. There's nothing that is freeing as being truthful. And for me, the reason I have been struggling with my, either even coming here to do the videos is, number one, I was also thinking about, who there are other people out there who can do it better than me, right? Or what if I do that video and nobody watches? And that's another thing that I wrote here. There is the fear of, if you do that thing and you fail, meaning maybe you shoot that video and nobody watches, so you pull yourself back because you're like, oh, I don't want people to reject me. Yeah, but here's the thing though, even if people, you don't have to be great, okay? But there's one thing that I have come to realize, that good content, yeah, let me say quality content. Quality content will not be, will not be, no, a lot of people are looking for drama. Okay, a lot of people are looking for drama. That's why you will see the videos where people are talking vulgar, the videos people who are cussing, the video where it's drama. There's thousand and thousand and thousand and thousand of people that are fracking that, and that's a strategy that the devil is using to draw people attention to the negativity, so that when you have great content where people are growing, people are adding value, you are changing people's life, you are changing people's perspective, and you are changing people's beliefs. They don't want that. The devil don't want that. But you have to be strong enough. You have to be strong enough to say, I'm gonna do it, even if it's going to be one person who is viewing that video. I am going to do it for that one person. Because here's the thing though, and I mentioned this at the beginning of this video, we are not doing this for ourselves. Whatever that you do, like whatever you do, remember that God called you to serve a particular or a group of people that you are called to serve. And here's the thing, when you are called to serve, you are serving because it's connected to God's kingdom. Either it's the business, either it's anything that you do. Because even in the Bible, it says that whatever is noble. So if you are doing this video, you are not doing to pull people into things that are not, they are not noble. You are doing something that is noble, that is advancing God's kingdom. Then do it, even if there's only one person who is going to watch it. So number one for me, this fear of, people are thinking, what are people gonna think? Number one, clear that out, because people are not thinking. And there's one thing also there's a quote that I read that has helped me, very, very much to, or has let me go of that fear. Is number one, nobody who is doing better. Nobody who is doing better, you'll never find somebody who is doing better than you who is going to criticize you. It's only those people who are not doing anything. It's only those people who never go on the camera. It's so funny that when you go, if you have ever found somebody who is bullying you on social media, or who is saying anything or stupid comments, if you ever go on their profile, you ever find a picture of a cat or a dog or whatever, they will never show their faces. So imagine that you are putting yourself out there, you are stepping out of comfort zone, and you are creating value in the marketplace. And then somebody who is behind the scene, maybe even that account that was opened in 1998, and they are trying to bully you into your purpose, out of your purpose. So remember that nobody is doing better or even highest three steps ahead of you, because there's always people who have gone ahead of you, right? That are always doing bigger things. Those are the people we should look up to. But those people, you'll never tell them of an idea and they criticize you. You'll never tell them, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel, and they will come and tell you, oh, that's a stupid idea. No, they'll tell you, oh, how can I help? Or when do you start? When are you starting? Like, they will hold you accountable, and they will take you to the next level. But if somebody who is not doing better than you, or they are not even trying to get to any level, they have no goals, they are not ambitious, they are the first people to tell you, oh, you are starting a YouTube channel. We already have 1,100 YouTube channels out there. Why do you need to add another one? Those are the people that are going to bring your talent down. But that's not what you are looking for. Look for people who are going to walk with you. They are maybe in the same space with you, they are maybe in the same industry with you, or they're even doing better, the people you are aspiring to be with. If you start looking at those people and start modeling them, start looking at them and seeing, what are they doing? What are they doing differently? And I'm going to give you an example. For me, especially when I come to YouTube channel, for me, I am entrepreneurship. I am a mom. I'm somebody who love IT and social media. So for me, I'm not coming to look for somebody who, who is doing maybe something different. I'm looking for somebody who, in my area, what are they doing differently? Like that I am aspiring. Like, I have to aspire to be like them. Yeah, not to bring them down, not to come and say nasty things. No. I'm coming here to learn. Yeah, and through seeing them, especially if I see somebody who is, they are, and this again is that relatable content, right? You want somebody who is maybe when it comes to delivering their content, they're not fake. It's the same person you're gonna find when you're gonna outside. They're walking their dog, or they're playing with in the backyard with their kids. These are the people you relate with because they are showing the real lifestyle as it is. It's no highlight. Those are the people I want because here's the thing. I know what it takes to build a business. I know what it takes to be a mom and you have a career and you're married. There are so many things that are out there. It's not sugarcoat. There is no sugarcoat. But here's the thing. It's all worth it. Yeah? So look around those people. You know, hang around those people. Those people are the one who are going to help you get out of those fear. Yeah? Because now you're going to see them. You're going to see them like, okay, oh, she's doing it. I can do it too. I'm gonna start with what I got right now. You don't have to have it all figured out. Start with your camera. Yeah, you start with your with your phone. Start there. Then you build up. That's how you become great, right? We start from being good towards great. Every day is an improvement. Every day you ask yourself, what's something new that I can learn? And that's how you're going to overcome that fear. But you cannot overcome fear if you are not taking steps. You are not taking actions. And I'm speaking that for myself and for this community right here, that you gotta start taking that simple steps towards where you are trying to go. Don't let fear, and I know it's easy to say, oh, don't let fear. I know it's a monster that comes and tells you, you are not good enough, or there are people who are out there who can do better. You just sit there. We have 100, coaches. We have 100 consultants. We have all these people that can do it better than you. But here's the thing, though. Just like you, your finger is different from your brothers and your sister and your whole family. That's the same uniqueness that each one of us hold. We all have a uniqueness, and that's the best thing that God ever created on this planet. That we cannot be all the same. We have our own uniqueness. There is somebody who is going to come into contact with your video. There's somebody who is coming into contact with your story, and maybe that story is similar to somebody else, but that person gets changed because it's your story. It's you telling it. It's you're the way you tell it. So let's not care about how many channels are out there. Just come here and be you. Add value to people. There's nothing great like adding value, because even what is his name? Jim Rohn said, help as many as people, and you will never worry about anything that you want. What does that mean? Serve people, and everything that you want will be given to you. That's just the way this principle work. Come here, add value. You are doing something noble. Yeah, you are doing something noble. It's something that is helping somebody move from one step to step B. You have helped them. Is it in their relationship? Is it in their marriage? Is it in their career? Is it in their finances? Whatever it is that God has called you to do it, and do it with no fear. Don't worry about what people are gonna think. And again, this is just something that Satan has put in our head, that people are thinking. And I have come to realize there are people who are even on the sideline who are admiring you. And maybe those people are the people who you think they may think. Honestly, like for me, and I hope my brother can watch this video, because my brother, I have an older brother. My brother, he's an authority figure to me. I have looked up to him like my dad for the longest. And I remember when I started doing business online, I remember it was one of those things I was thinking, oh my God, so when I do this video, what is my brother gonna think? Because all of us, again, this is our background, right? This is our background, and this is a video we can talk about again in another video, how our background, how authority figures, how our culture influences us, right? For me, when growing up, all I knew is go to school, get good grades, go to college, after college, get a job, get employed. Yeah. So in my processing, when I started doing things different, when I started doing business, the first thought that the devil attacked me with was, what's your brother gonna think? Yeah, your brother wants you to go to school, right? Wants you to do this and all those things. Yeah, but here's the thing though, my brother never said anything. My brother never discouraged me at all. But in my mind, I was shrinking. Sometimes I would want to go do a video and I stop in my tracks and I say, oh, I'm not gonna do my video. I don't know what my brother gonna think if he watches this video. But here today, my brother is my biggest supporter. Like, he admires my work. He admires what I do. You see, so some of these things that we are doing, you may be holding yourself back. You may be shrinking yourself, and you are shrinking yourself because of other people. You are shrinking yourself because you are thinking people are watching, or you are thinking people are going to criticize you. But that again, those people are looking up to you. So that's the video for today. Let's fight fear. Let's shrink. Let's not shrink in our talent, in our greatness. Let's move to the next level. Because here's the thing though, and this is something that when I think about it, it scares the hell out of me, is that there's one day that we are not going to be able to use this talent. There is one day that these skills will never be useful. There is one day, whatever you wanted to say, whatever the story you wanted to share, there's one day that you will not have that opportunity. And it will be very, very sad to go back to heaven or, afterlife, and you did not share what you wanted to do. You did not, your talent did not change any lives, and you are sent here to change life because you allowed some simple, stupid fear that they do not even exist. Because here's the thing, and you guys need to realize, fear is it's a manifestation of something that is not even there. It's unknown. It's something that you don't know. Okay? This is something that you are fearing of the future, fearing, oh, I'm gonna fail. But you have not even tried. Okay? Oh, you are fearing because your video will not be watched. Satan is the devil is very tactic. He's allowing those things to stop you on your track for something that you have not even done, you have not even started. So first of all, do that video, do that video, do that thing, start that business, start that career, and then start fearing where you are in. But when you start taking those action, and you start encouraging yourself, and you start affirming yourself, and that's why it's so important. And this is something that I'm learning in this 2023, especially the beginning of this year, is learning the word of God for me and what it says about me. Not about the religion, not about what the pastor said, but what God says about you and your talent and your family and those around you, because it's all there. That's a manual that God gave us. So if in that word, there is a word that God says about your talent. So start affirming yourself. Oh, I am great. Oh, I am beautiful. Oh, I got this. Once you start affirming yourself, then start taking action. And every day remind yourself of how great you are. Because God did not create stupid people. That's one thing I 100% I know. Yeah? That's why God gave us the, what is it called? Sound mind. That's why God puts ideas in our mind, and you are thinking, why do you think you are thinking that way? It's because those ideas, God put them there. But also, devil is around roaming the world. That's what the Bible says. He's roaming around the world looking for what to devour. And the first tactic the devil tells you is about you, so that you cannot accomplish what God called you for. So, guys, I wanted to share that with you, because this channel is all about inspiring, equipping, and educating you guys, so that we can go to the next level as women that God called us. Whatever God called you to do, yeah? Is it being a mom? Is it being an entrepreneur? Is it being all those things? Go out there and be great. And I will see you on the next video.